Hey, I think I'm live right now. Coming in loud and clear, you guys. I know it's early in the daytime, but I am here, and here am I. Yes, indeedy. Today we are going to delve into culture shock abroad, the joys and the frustrations of living or moving abroad. Here I am. I am so happy for whoever comes on and view this. I know it's quite early in the day. I usually go live later on in the evening, about 6 p.m. However, I have plans for today. And I've done that before and missed a Sunday. So I figured we would just go live today and cover some topics quickly that I think you all will find useful, and also some exercises and lessons to help you figure out your way to leave the USBS, because that's what we talk about on this channel. I want to welcome anybody who is within my voice. For people who are watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. I am going to be, pardon me, doing lives at a different time and probably a different day. You'll see a lot of, hello Excelsior, a lot of content coming out, especially during this month, December. Welcome on my Sagittarius and Capricorns. Welcome to December. So today we are going to delve into this topic. Before we do that, I always got to give a shout out to my new subs and my true subs. Always holding the people who roll with me, hold me down. I appreciate you being here. My mods are not here. They weren't notified, but that's okay. It's early in the day. I want them to enjoy their day. So today we are delving into how Mexico particularly changes the way you live. Okay? So first we'll talk about the good things, of course, and some of the unexpected joys, such as fresh fruit and vegetables readily located in your neighborhoods. No matter what colonial you live in, you will always find healthy fruits and vegetables. You will also find in the outer areas of Merida good walking paths, good parks to go to get recreation. Remember that Merida is a social environment. So a lot of people here go out with their family and their friends to festivals, which are the norm here. And I think it varies a lot from the states, where we don't get a chance to. We have our honorary or annual festivals. However, here I find that there are more pop-ups that happen. There are a lot of local bands here that play live at different clubs or different taverns, like Lana Grill has live music. Most places that you go, you will find live music along with tremendous food. Okay? So it is even the simple things like the meet and greet and how the locals speak to and talk to one another, talk with one another. It's not just hi. It's hello, good afternoon. Hola, buenas tardes, buenas noches, buenos dias. And there is a concern of how your day is going. They wish you well a lot. People will just check up on you. And we are talking about locals. They do have a sense of concern about their community, about their friends, and about their family. Okay? So I have found so much beauty in the simple things that Merida offers. It's just a different way, a different frame, if you will, of existence. A different way, and I particularly think an elevated way of living. To hear me, the vibration is very high. It's very high, it's very consistent. Is very sincere and honorable. Most people here move with integrity, a lot of it. Hola, Julia. Happy Sunday. Thank you for joining us, where we're talking about the changes and the culture shock of living abroad here in Mexico. So the interaction of the people mostly grabs me. It moves me that they actually do have a care, a concern, and a duty to one another to work honestly with respect and hard. As you all know, the culture here is to work 6 days a week, and they only have off today, Sunday. And they work all day. They don't slack on the job. Believe me, I hear them out here building in the area, and it's all day, 8 hours with a lunch break and maybe a small break in between. So it has definitely expanded my worldview. It's changed the way I view not only the world that I am eager to explore more of, but it's expanded my vision or my perspective or perception of me in this world, which I think is huge. When you move beyond the block. Hey, Angela. Hey, everybody. I'm glad to have you here. You know, when you move beyond the block, a lot changes not only in your environment, your perspective, but also internally. You do go through a bit of a metamorphosis or a transformation or transmutation. So that's what I have found that's happened here. I am not by any means the same person who arrived almost 3 years ago. And I'm here to tell you that neither will you be. It changes you from the inside out, particularly Merida, where we talk about the vortex of energy. That is here because of the ancient Mayan culture that's embedded in the soil, kind of seeps up through your spirit, if you will, and gives you gives you a better ability to heal in whatever that way is for you. Some of us need physical, mental, emotional healing, and I have found that Merida particularly provides that for me and for many people that I encounter. Okay, so now we will move into the challenging or tough parts of moving abroad or moving to Merida. If you have any questions, hey Pamela, if you all got any questions about what's going on here, what I've experienced, what a lot of people around me experience. Is quite interesting. We as Americans have a natural knack for isolation, and we're moving to a community or environment, culture, and country that's not like that at all. So it's quite the shift. So that is one of the tough parts, getting that overwhelming or frustrating feeling. And a lot of times we deflect and project, so we take it out on the people we love, we take it out on locals, we get frustrated. So that is a part that takes patience and resilience. And it also takes a little bit of guts, the ability to let go, right, of what you knew and move into more of what you're learning or what you're growing to be, the person that you're changing into. So the ability to kind of accept that and welcome it, and kind of laugh about some of the things. At first, it will be frustrating as you learn the language, as you learn to be patient, because Merida particularly is very slow. Your food is not under a lamp. They have to cook it. So you could be sitting there from 20 minutes to 45 minutes, depending on the restaurant, till you get your food. You know what I mean? So these are things that you'll have to adapt to, adjust to, and see if Merida, I tell you guys, is the place for you. You may want to move to a place that is more conducive of your lifestyle, of what you need. Some younger people here do move to other places that are faster, like Mexico City, where they can experience more of that fast-paced life, where they can grow and expand and also travel. Keep in mind that Merida is not cheap. However, it is affordable, and that is one of the things that separates those places like Mexico City, Cancun, Tulum, Playa del Carmen from this area. Okay. All right. Another thing is the language, of course, and the challenges that come with that. Learning how to maneuver, and it's the difference between knowing words and conversation. You know, a lot of us know the words. We have the words. That would be me. I have a lot of the words. However, the conversation part is a little different. Being in a conversation will help you. Take a class. Merida English Library has classes on Wednesday nights, I think, if they're still continuing that, where they have a language exchange class. And so take advantage of some free resources while you're here to learn the language. I often say, do you need to know the language to move here? No. Do you need to learn the language to live here? Yes. It will be conducive to your productivity, 360 to do it. You can get what you need when you need it. A lot of times, another expat will not be able to help you with small things like a plumber or a gardener. That's why I did the video on the InDrive app, so you guys will know how to be independent and go ahead and look up this information for yourself, where you will find the nuggets of knowledge and resources is with locals, the people that live here. The Mexicans are your friends. We all the same color, brown. You feel me? So that is another challenge. Integrated into the community, integrating into the culture, the community, and allowing your heart, I know that's big, to be open enough to allow that into that space. The United States is mostly an ego patriarchal system. It's 99.99999% that. So operating in a more maternal, nurturing atmosphere is the total opposite of what we've known for most of our lives. So once again, expanding our worldview to understand that not all places are like the United States. This place is nothing like it. It has some of its isms, like the food. They're Carl's Jr., McDonald's, but that's worldwide. It's not just Mexico, and we are still in North America. However, the way that the people interact is totally different. So you have the language barrier. That's something that you can work on, that's in your power to change. Unfamiliar social cues are another thing, okay? In the States, we can look at each other. We have a way of communicating, body language a lot, facial expressions a lot. We can kind of read each other, right? We can read the room, as they say. So when you come here, we got different social cues. Hey, Chandra, welcome in. Glad to see you here. They have different social cues here. So learning the social cues, which will help you interact with locals even better. For example, mannerisms are huge here. Like, people are huge on manners. Thank you. Gracias. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. It's a lot of that. Being able to be honest about what you don't know, because they will help you pronounce the word if you don't know it. Okay? So, and ask for the help. So a lot of vulnerability, you may have to use that. Be open. And this is what I'm saying, moving from that egocentric, lower bottom sacral chakra up to the heart chakra and on to the throat chakra, being able to communicate exactly what you need to know. If you need something, the locals here are very helpful. Okay. And then the main two other things are patience. Patience is your best friend and you ain't gonna be able to survive without it. Everything is at a much slower pace. We're moving in a slower pace versus the United States, where it is rapid, even depending on what state you live in. If you live West Coast, it's really fast. North, New York, fast. The South, we kind of slow down a little bit, Midwest is a mix, So where you come from definitely determines your pace of life or lifestyle. However, here is quite congruent. Everybody is moving at the same pace. You have to wait in line at the place, y'all. It's a line down the store at the Bodega Herrera, especially on Sundays. Never go. If you want to go to the Bodega Herrera, go on a Tuesday at 10 a.m. You're guaranteed to be in and out. So, and then few lines are open. Soriana, the same thing. These people are moving as fast as they can. However, you have caveats, like a bagger. You don't have to bag your own things. They will bag your groceries for you. If you have to wait in line at the gas station to get gas, there's a caveat. You don't have to pump your own gas. Everywhere in Merida, they pump your gas. Just have your tip ready. So these are part of the social cues, the barriers that we overcome, because we get so many good things like the food, the culture, the people, the sweetness, the maternal customs. We have a female president right now who's doing everything in her power to keep the peace and negotiate tariffs with Orange 45. There's a lot of good, but y'all know, in the balanced world, there has to be the good with the bad, and whatever has power over you is what you give energy and focus to, right? All right. So now we are going to move into some exercises. Y'all know I try to give you some takeaways at all times. Some lessons that you guys can take away and practice on as you make that transition from moving in the States, which can be kind of, difficult sometimes, to moving abroad and changing your life and changing your mind and changing your life. So today we're going to get into some exercises, culture shock abroad, the joys and the frustrations of what we're talking about. So exercise 1, embrace the joys of discovery. So today, on this blessed Sunday, we are going to think about one small thing that has surprised or even delighted us recently. What this week, last week, because this is the beginning of a new week, last week to Saturday, what happened? Was it a new food, a local custom, or even just the way a person greeted you? Take a moment to reflect on how it made you feel, okay? And what stood out to you. I know oftentimes in the States, somebody behind me or in front of me will see I got 2 items, and they'll let me go in front of them. I've had somebody pay it forward on occasion. So has that happened to you? Or would you like that to happen to you? So let's share and write this down, journal, or share it in the comments. Please feel free to interact. I like when you guys interact. So share that in the comments. It's about celebrating the little wins that make a new culture beautiful, right? So even if you're not able, you're not here, and you're on your way, what would you like to see? When you go to the store, somebody is nice to you and greets you. Happens to me all the time. We have people in the parking lot that help you get out of the parking lot when you're face forward. They make sure nobody runs into you. You give them a little change, Tip them. Tip these people, okay? Exercise 2, create a resilience toolkit. Very important. Very important. These are going to be things that help you stay abroad, wherever you're going, whether it's Mexico, Merida, different parts of Mexico, whether you're exploring your options, take your toolkit with you. When culture shock feels tough, it helps to have a toolkit, right? Got your tools ready. So today, let's write down 3 things that help you feel grounded when you're out of your comfort zone. For me, being out of my comfort zone creates a lot of anxiety. I get anxiety, okay? So I need to be able to go on my toolkit. What could that possibly be? A favorite phrase? Some of my grandmother had a song. If she get nervous, I could hear her. If it's something coming up, she was a teacher. She had y'all know what it is. Don't act brand new on me. A phrase, a song, right? In a local language or a go-to playlist. Put your headphones on and agitate that energy. Get the energy out, get the energy moving, okay? So, and my favorite, because you all know I like meditation and affirmations. I need them because I do have a lot of residue from living in the United States. I got a lot of residue. And if you're honest, you do too. So deep breathing exercises are great to reset, just in the moment, just to take a moment and this is something that I learned here too. When we had Madonna here in her family, she had a yoga class for the youth, and it made such a difference in the way that they lived, in the way that they were able to operate and navigate life at a young age, living in a new country. So I imagine living there would be of great help too, to just learn when the emotion gets tough to just stop and breathe, right? To reset and breathe, right? So my 3 things to feel grounded are the breathing, right? Positive affirmations, mental, don't nobody need to hear it. In my mind, I am safe. I am safe. I am safe, okay? And keeping that mantra going. And I think the 3rd thing would definitely be a song. I prefer Earth, Wind, and Fire songs because most of them are very positive, okay? Okay, so keep this list handy. Feel free to share it and add new experiences. You know, as you experience challenges, add to that list. So it's a bonus. If you want to share in the comments, I appreciate it. Okay, because others will learn. Each one teach one, right? So we learn from one another. If it's something we can share that we do in those moments when I go outside and I'm going to a new country and I got to try to deal with the language, ask the person to give me a moment because I'm learning. Practical, right? Practical. Habla practical. I'm practicing the language. So the person won't talk a million miles an hour to you and you get more anxiety. All right. Okay, let's move on. 3, find humor in the hard stuff. So reflect on funny or awkward moment you've had adapting to a new culture. If you ain't been off the block, we got to get you off the block. Maybe you mispronounced a word or misunderstood a custom. How did you handle it and what did it teach you? Okay? In your own culture, even as close as our families, we've had moments like this. And I know it makes us feel uncomfortable, so share in the comments if you would like to, how you handled it. And laughter is the best way to connect, and we need to remind ourselves of that as we learn. Give yourself some grace. So for me, when I first came here, I didn't know much except C, and the other stuff I knew, it wouldn't come in my brain as the person was talking because I was busy listening to them. So I remember going to Roseanne Chocolate and I ordered a salad. And then where I come from, salads is lettuce. And I'm like, I can't go wrong with lettuce. I don't know nothing else on the menu. So they were asking me questions about the salad. And I just kept saying, C, 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 C. And they brought me a salad and it was a bowl of beets. It was a beet salad. It's a beet salad, right? So, I was misunderstood. I'm trying to just blend into the local customer. I don't know how to handle it. And it taught me to get out my translator, right? Get out my handy dandy translator and learn these words. And if I don't know them, don't just say yes. See, don't say that. Take my time. Right, Julia? Okay. Earth, Wind, and Fire. Right, Chandra? Right, to take my time and be like, uno momento, por favor, and break out my phone and get out my translator or ask somebody or ask if somebody speaks English or something other than see. See. Serpentine fire, right? Serpentine fire. So, I'm like, I gotta learn this stuff. But the anxiety starts to subside. The more vulnerable you are and the more you're patient with yourself, and take your time. You're living in a society that's slower, so nobody's rushing you behind you. And if they need to they'll go around or get somebody else. They're not worried about that. So take your time, okay? It taught me a lot, and I will not just see my way out of it, okay? So here comes y'all homework. It's time for homework. It's time for homework. All right. I know y'all got y'all pen and paper out because I always got my pen and paper local handy, okay? So write down. We're going to write down 2 unexpected joys and 1 challenge you've experienced or might expect to experience, like me with the CCC, when immersing yourself in a new culture. What's giving you that anxiety, that ride up? You're like, I want to move there, but this language, I just can't. You know what I mean? I've had some people like that. There's just like, it's too overbearing. Are the locals okay with you pulling out your device to use or to access and use? Absolutely, Julia. They have theirs. They'll bring their phone out and translate. They are completely cool with that. When I first came here, Cortez used to just type in the phone and hold it up to the people. And he'd be like, he can't pronounce it. We can't say it. We couldn't say it. We couldn't even repeat what was on the screen. When you get good, kind of hold it up and try to read it. And then they'll read it, and that'll help you learn. A lot of learning is through, yes, Julia, you're good. A lot of learning is through what? The listening. You got to listen. Active listening will help you. I understand more than I can speak. I understand way more than I can speak. And you start to hear words over and over again, and you like, oh, comida, yeah, I know that word. Oh, that's food. Cocina, I've seen that. Cocina. And you'll see cocina something, and it's a store, but at least you know it's kitchen. So yeah, you like, it must be appliances in there. So you kind of start to kind of figure it out. But that's separate from speaking, y'all. You got to get the language part down. Take a class, do a free class, or Duolingo. And I'm talking to myself when I'm talking to y'all. It's what I need to do. I got to do it, right? So, and be honest about how each one makes you feel. So the unexpected joys, 2 of them, like being greeted nicely with smiles instead of frowns. 2 unexpected joys. Oh, I know one. I got one. I was in line at the store, and you know how you got your cart, but you can't reach what's in the baby part where you put your purse? The man put it on the belt for me. He put it right on the belt. I was like, shut up. When does that happen? That was unexpected. And a challenge, I don't have those many now, thank goodness, but the challenge is always the language. Flower Girl said, hi, and welcome in, Flower Girl. How long have you been in Mexico? I have been here almost 3 years. January is 2.5. June will make me 3 years in Mexico. And I'm just as surprised as y'all are. I am. I took a risk. My theory was if it don't work, I can always go back to that raggedy SOB. I can go back, right? But thankfully, I haven't had to. I've been able to maintain much better here. The rent that I pay here a month, if in the United States, with my savings, it may have been 6 to 8 months worth of rent. Here is like 2 years. That's the contrast, right? So partner up, get you somebody, and just come down here and see. Have a plan, though. I'd be telling y'all, don't just come willy-nilly. Have a plan to have some money, because like we talk about, Merida is not cheap, but it is affordable, okay? So this week, try to engage with something unfamiliar in your current environment. A new dish, a conversation with someone from a different background, or attending a local event. I know that's hard for my people where it's cold. And then notice how you feel. And come back and share your experience in the next live. Okay? So do something different this week. Get out of your comfort zone, because that's what Merida is going to require, or anywhere you go abroad, will require you to do. It'll require you to get off the couch, which was the hardest part for me, because I told y'all here it's way more active. People are more social, big families, so a lot of family gatherings, and just nice, sweet people, very sweet, until they get behind the wheel of a car. Then they lose it. But other than that, they are great and very helpful, hospitable, good food, good culture, and work on your barriers. Work on that language barrier. Work on whatever it is specifically that you have with the issue with here, whatever that may be. I've been into another culture. It's not all Walmart and Amazon here. I see 1 or 2 Prime trucks in a month. I saw one the other day. I said, "Oh, a Prime truck. Amazon Prime truck." We have them. We have DHL and UPS and FedEx. We got it. Got the post office. We got drop shipment. So if y'all got questions while I'm here about it before I go, because I got to go to the airport, let me know and I will tell you. So, it's doable. It's more than doable. If you're a digital nomad, you can do it. You can do it here. You can do it in Thailand. You can do it in Mexico City. You can do it in Tulum, Playa del Carmen. You can do it. A lot of places have digital nomad visas. Always look into the requirements for that, because they may want you to stay a year or 2 years to fulfill the obligations or the requirements for the visa. Y'all got a lot to research, right? If you need some more information, go to my website. Hit Show Me the Way right there, highlighted right there above the video. And it will give you a document, a PDF file that you can download and share with information about Merida, about living in Merida, about the climate in Merida. A lot of y'all want to know it hot. Yes, it's the devil starfish during certain parts of the year. But right now, it's tropical. It's beautiful. It's worth living here. It's awesome. It's awesome. We got a high today. I got flip-flops, So I don't mind sacrificing those few months for the other months of tropical, glorious weather. Something I just don't get in the States. You know what I'm saying? Speak more Spanish, Julia. You can do it. Yeah, interact with I'm not trying to be in any kind of way. But y'all know in America, in the United States, the only time the Mexicans, besides them having their own stuff, is to have a cleaning crew. So when the cleaning crew come in, you stay, because that's what I used to do, and talk to them, because they want to know English too. They want to know English, you want to know Spanish. Any type of environment that you can put yourself in that will help you use it, because this is the thing. You can take classes while you're there, but you're not using it. And being here and taking classes, as soon as you walk out the front door, you're going to be using it. You can go to your neighbor's house and use it, right? So that's the difference, is you're not in an environment where you can actually use it, you know? So do that, interact where you can find it. Of course, you all know you can reach out to me for any information. Right now, the sale for the consultations and everything has ended for November. However, I will be doing the end of the year sale. Yep, the cleaning crew. There you go, Julia. They always know. They know. I'm going to do a thing for the end of the year, special for you guys. For end of the year, we enter the new year. It's going to be a brand new year. And the new year, your girl Niki is flipping. Tia Niki is a brand new. We're going to have a brand new name. We got the Airbnb. We will be getting rid of a lot of things and adding some things. So get ready for the changes. Get ready to see my face more. I'm sure you all have seen me on social media and how I'm all over. I'm at TikTok now. I'm on Instagram. I'm over there. I'm on all the platforms. And I just enjoy the exposure. For those of you all who are trying to make a change in your life and finding it difficult in the social media realm, I understand. But do not concentrate on likes. There is a lot, L-O-T, for you, and you will get yours. Don't worry about it. Keep going. For people who just trying to get away from the USBS, I would tell you the only way that you're going to find out if Merida is the place for you is to visit. So come visit. Come visit. Come stay with me at Casa de Tia Niki. We'll be open at the beginning of the year. It's a beautiful neighborhood, very walkable. You can walk right to the store. You can get everything you need over there, pharmacy, everything. It's amazing. So we'll have videos of that, videos of the neighborhood, a map so you can see exactly where you are. And you guys know it is Golden Girl style. So you bring family members, bring who you can. It will be affordable. It will be right in the market of Merida. Also remember that the prices do decrease during the hotter months. So we will be doing just the same. We will follow the locals. I am not bringing that American BS here with these prices. We got some people here, they give service, but they still want to charge American prices, U.S. prices. And this is why we left, to get away from those prices. So why Tia Niki need to make money to run a business and pay the social media guy and the photographer and all the folks, it's got to be at a good price, but I will always make things affordable for my folks so you can leave the U.S. BS in a sound and consistent way. Class is coming. We got a retreat coming. 2025 is huge. We got transportation now. I want to give a shout out to Tijuana, who came and visited. She did not get any of my travel packages. They will be gone at the end of the year. Travel packs, relocation packs will be revised with a new price. So if you're trying to get in where you fit in or get out because you put out, go ahead and lock down. Get it now, use it later, and get the price that it is now. It will not go up substantially. However, there will be an increase because we have the Airbnb also. So shout out to Tijuana. She did not get any service. She just wanted me to pick her up from the airport. And that's exactly what I did. I picked her up from the airport. I sure did. And it was so nice meeting her. And I appreciate her reaching out to me. So I'm here for that too. We had a good time. I met a new contact. And we created something beyond this. Go visit her at Co-Living, I believe it is, with Tijuana on YouTube. I'll get all her information and make it available to you, or we are going to be doing some things together. I do like the co-living part of what she does. So we had a few people visit, welcoming them to Merida. I didn't get a lot of pictures. Your girl has been busy. Okay? So thank you all today. I got to get out of here and go to the airport. Remember to go get your goodies. Show me the way. You'll get a PDF file. You'll also be added to the blogging list where I will send updates beginning in January. A whole new thing with weekly. You'll get discounts. Weekly, you'll do things. People who are part of the AAG group, it is going away, and we will have a group that everybody can join, a non-paid platform. Okay, so join that. All right. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. Let me check again for some questions. We are good. Have a good week, y'all. Do something special for yourself this week. Something that's out of the norm. They often say if we create the same things or do the same things over and over and over and expect a different result, that's called what? Everybody together? Insanity. That's exactly what it is. So get in the same lane and decide, I'm going to change it today, and make your mark and make your move to moving abroad, whether it be Merida or anywhere else in the whole world. The world is yours. All right. All right. I will see you all next Sunday, maybe during the middle of the week. I will have some videos coming out as we furnish Casa de Tia and Niki this month. I will keep you all abreast of the changes. Set up the camera, just let it run so you all can see it all come alive. For everybody who supported me, send me an email, contributed to the Tia Niki Relocation Foundation. I appreciate you so much. For those who are watching and who haven't said one word, I wish you all the best, that you get to your accomplishments. For everybody, you can do this. All you got to do is put your mind to it. All right? I will see y'all next time. Peace.